All right, so it's Monday night. It's busy, busy, busy. We got Zumba going on,
We have.
Jiu-Jitsu going on.
We have.
People hitting the bags. Lots going on, lots going on. But Chris is here. Like we always try to get people in when they're there, rather than schedule everything because, you know, some people be busy. So we
There's a
got
lot
Chris
goes
in
on.
fresh off of victory of K1
Yeah.
at the weekend on the Raw Combat
Combat
League.
League, I think they call it. Yeah.
Combat League. So I've been trying to get everyone on the couch in a certain order, and because Chris isn't one of the guys that necessarily started training with us back in the South Oxy days, which is good because the story's getting a little bit
Yeah.
repetitive.
Yeah.
But you was with us in the early days of Harrow, yeah?
Pretty much the start. Yeah, I think it was only a few months after you guys moved there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I got him in because we was having a conversation at the weekend, and it was now he's the first guy to represent our team in the K1 world, in the kickboxing world,
Yeah.
in the Muay Thai world. Say K1 is a little different rule set to the Muay Thai, but
Original.
essentially.
The original in my
similar
own
thing.
right for once.
So yeah, another history maker.
Yeah, trying.
So, go back to Harrow. Was when you come to train with us in Harrow, was that the first time you done martial arts, or how did you find out about training with us, and what was you doing before?
I'd done martial arts since I was a little kid, funnily enough. I think you trained originally where I started doing kung fu and kickboxing in Rayners Lane next to the chicken shop. You go downstairs
Under
in
the
the basement.
chicken shop.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I did karate and some kung fu there. But like any kid, you don't have the dedication you have as you get older. And I played football. I did Japanese jiu-jitsu then for a few years. And then Scott Hunt is friends with someone I work with. And they just had a conversation, said, oh, I'll send Chris down. So I come down to Harrow with Scott Hunt, one of the originals. Was he one of the originals?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
hasn't been on the couch yet. He's a busy man.
He's a busy man.
We'll get him on.
All those
He's on the board many times.
yeah, all those vegans are
Although
quite busy.
didn't you train with Mark?
Yeah, the Japanese jiu-jitsu. Because then when I come down to you guys...
Where was that? That wasn't Rayners
no,
Lane.
that was North Pole Leisure Centre. And that was Japanese jiu-jitsu. And I thought at the time, because this is how stupid I was, I thought Japanese jiu-jitsu and Brazilian jiu-jitsu were quite similar. Yeah, but
Yes and no.
They're not. Well, come to find out they weren't similar because I went down. The first time I went down was sparring day, and Max Dennison Sutherland was there.
Yeah.
I started sparring, and where our mats were led to the toilet. No, they led right up to the toilet door, and Max threw me through that door at such speed I thought I was a football, and I landed on my back, and I thought, yeah, this is the sport for me because I played football before, and it was only ever Saturdays they'd just go out to injure you, and you just end up around idiots. And martial arts, I'd always been around people that were quite humble, they were decent, and I thought, right, well, let's give this a go, and that's how it started. Then the next time I come down was, I think it was a Wednesday, it was jiu-jitsu night, and I think you said to me, you go, oh, so you train with Mark, right? You did Japanese jiu-jitsu? I went, yeah, I'm a blue belt, and you looked at me and went, we'll see, and I got turned into a pretzel by everybody. We were absolutely pretzelized, and I enjoyed it though because it was a steep learning curve. It kind of made you realise, damn, I know nothing. I mean, every day I come in here and I don't know anything anyway. Like, God, you learn something every day, but that was an eye opener.
Well, I think doesn't matter for me anyway. I think it doesn't matter how much you learn or know.
Yeah.
I think the one thing that you always learn and know is that there's always more to learn and more to know.
Yeah.
You will never know or learn enough,
Yeah.
right? And if you do think that, then you got the wrong outlook with it. And if you do think you know it all and you learn enough, then that is an obvious indication that you do not know. No, hold on, the tongue twister. You do not know enough, and you haven't learned all what you can.
Yeah.
So I think that's the first thing the martial arts will teach you.
Yeah.
And you can always learn something new or make better something that you already know.
I love the fact that I can come in here pretty much any day and I'll learn something. And even off the people that haven't been doing it as long as me, I'm
Of
like,
course.
God, you look at it like, quality, keep that, log that, try
But
it
I
next
think
time.
that's the beauty of the especially like the MMA world. because when I first started training, like all the different martial arts back in the day, I was training JKD and stuff, which was a mixture of martial arts, not necessarily mixed martial arts as we know it today, but a mixture. Filipino, Kali, you know, the Muay Thai, a bit of grappling, a bit of this, and the concept with that was always an open mind. And I think with the mixed martial arts we have now, because we're trying to learn a lot of things, not just one singular, say, martial art as in punching or kicking, or just punching, or just kicking, or just grappling, you've got to keep your mind well open, well open.
Yeah, massively. I mean, even Saturday, it was an eye-opener. I'd only ever done MMA fights. And I've done a couple of charity events, stuff like that, but it's not basically sparring. Saturday night was another one. I went in there, and at the end of it, I come out thinking, oh my God, I've got so much to learn. And
well, that's the thing. You don't know until you've done it.
Yeah.
So you don't know what you're going to feel until you've done. We said to you, it's only 6 minutes or whatever, but yeah, all right. Until you do it, you don't know. So
no, exactly.
And you did really well. You won.
I did.
So not only did you represent the team for the first time in the Muay Thai, in the K1, but you won.
Yeah.
And you didn't have it easy. The guy was a game opponent, and he was giving you a good fight, and then man, you switched him off in the last round. So it was a great. I thought it was a good. I mean, I'd have to watch it back again with a clear eye, but I thought it was a good fight.
Yeah, I mean,
and you know, I think you showed that even though we're like an MMA gym per se at the moment, you know, you give a good account of yourself in a K1.
Yeah, I mean, the first round he come out looking to take my head. You said it to me out the bag. He goes, bro, he's going to try and kill you. You were not wrong.
And try and take your head off.
Only thing he didn't have was a gun. Like he threw everything at me, and it was like, okay, weather this. And then the second round it got a bit better. I threw a Superman punch that I know injured him. I mean, I'm recalling little bits. There were certain things I did. There were certain things I didn't do. And then the third round, it was a case of you slapped me around the face, saying you need to knock him out, or you're going to lose, basically.
Well, he was the hometown. Well, not the hometown guy, but he was like the favourite. And he was, in my eyes, he was winning.
Yeah.
He was winning, just because, you know, that's what he does. He doesn't. You know, here we're just kind of starting out in that game. You know, you've been training a lot, but it's like you're not around that all the time. You're around Muay Thai, MMA, Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah. So you know the other possibilities. And it's not like you don't train the MMA or the Jiu-Jitsu, you do. So when you clinch up, you've got to resist. A couple of times you clinched up and I thought, oh, no, he's gonna double leg him. You know, like.
I watched some footage and there was a couple of times where I dipped under and it looked like I was going for the tee.
Yeah.
It did.
You dipping under and you like, and it's instinctive. Yeah. To grab someone, you know, when you're fighting. Even a street fight, people get close real soon. So, you know, I still think you give a good account, and you know, obviously always stuff to work on. Yeah. But a lot of guys say, oh, you know, it's half. Yeah. It's half a fight because you're not grappling, but
the volume's different.
Man,
the volume's so
he's still slamming his leg into you. And you can't just grab him and put him on the ground and have a little rest for a bit.
I mean, you can't see it now, but this whole side of my arm,
I can see it.
This whole leg, where I threw a kick and he checked it with his knee. I can't really. That's as far as I can bend it.
Kickboxing is brutal.
Oh, it's savage. I mean, you're going from now backwards. The fight before that was nearly 3 years.
You're closer to that mic.
The fight before that was nearly 3 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. So you got a big layoff.
Yeah.
Because you fought MMA as well, right? So how long? So you found us through knowing Scott and doing a bit of Japanese jiu-jitsu. Yeah. Started training with us in Harrow back in the day. And now, how long would it take for you to start training with us in Harrow to you actually competing?
I think it was 8 months. It wasn't long.
Oh, really?
It wasn't long. I remember it was on your show, on a KO show. And I'm still friends with the guy. I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now. But yeah, it was about 8 months. That was armbarred, I think, in the first round. Did a nice little judo.
That was on our show, KO.
Show, yeah, but I fought middlandweight because I weighed in and you went, there you go, 2 welterweights fighting a middleweight. I remember
That's
that.
right, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that comment. And I landed a nice judo throw in that one and then just got caught in a triangle. And as I come out of it, he grabbed my arm, flipped me over and put me into an armbar, and that's how I lost that one. And then I think I did the next show, straight away next show, and I won in like 50 seconds. I weighed in on the day because my opponent pulled out.
That's right.
I won that one in like 53 seconds or something like that. And then the one after that was Matt Flower.
As a fight. Because
Yeah.
Flowers, he would train here and there. He trained with us a little bit. So we kind of, had he fought Scott by then? He hadn't.
Yeah,
He had fought Scott.
He'd had, I think, a 2-year layoff. He'd
That's
gone pro.
right, yeah, he fought
He'd had a
Scott
2-year layoff.
and then he fought you.
Yeah.
But, man, I thought, well, yeah, because I never really threw anyone into fights that I think, no problem, you can easily win that.
Yeah.
I always, if you're going to fight someone, why make it easy?
Yeah, exactly. You want a challenge at the end of the day.
So why win a winnable fight when you can win a 50-50 fight, win a battle? Why would you want it easy?
I remember the day you told me about it. I come in, it was on a Wednesday, it was pads and jiu-jitsu that night, and I walked in and I was getting ready for pad work, and you turned to Scott and they looked at me and went, you're going to fight semi-pro, because the semi-pro still existed back then,
Yeah.
against Matt Flower. And Scott said something and then looked at you and looked at me and went, your face has just changed. And what are you talking about? He goes, you look terrified. I was petrified. I mean, I'm not the best with nerves, but that...
Well, I saw that Saturday because you were nervous Saturday, and you said,
was.
I'm not nervous, and you was.
I was, yeah.
But that's
Part of it.
part of it, man. Why would you want to fight? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that? Knowing, like I put on an Instagram post, I think, recently, the other day, today maybe.
Yeah, I saw that. Really like
You
that.
go against every instinct and run in there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that's what separates it. Most people go, I always say it, most people go there to watch,
Yeah.
not to fight.
Yeah.
There's more people watching than there is fighting, right? So credit. So you did the MMA, and then the only reason you did the K1, because we always said, why is Chris doing the K1? Why not MMA? But you kind of turned into the K1 guy for some, or even the kickboxer, the Muay Thai K1. Because with this show, it was like, it was either Muay Thai or K1, right?
Yeah, that's
so
right, yeah.
let's see what they can get you. But you've started the team off now, because we want to start a team this year for the Muay Thai and K1, and so now you got the ball rolling. Kicked us off with that. But have you got any idea? Maybe you want to go back to the MMA, or you want to do both?
Yeah, I mean, it's been noted by a few people, including myself. I haven't done a lot of jiu-jitsu lately because of it. I want to do a few competitions. I want to get the purple belt now. That's the next.
Oh, in jiu-jitsu?
I want to get the purple belt in jiu-jitsu.
Well, it was a funny story how you got your blue belt in jiu-jitsu, no?
It was, yes.
Because as always, I would always bark on about, like, if guys want to get their belts in jiu-jitsu, they need to train in the gi with jiu-jitsu. It's okay training no gi and stuff, but we do stuff that's not jiu-jitsu rule set. So if you're going to train jiu-jitsu, you might as well learn the rules, compete a little, and understand jiu-jitsu in the gi, right? So you was training the gi, or a lot of you was training the gi, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Here and there, not so much, and then what was it? The Southend Open.
Southend
Open. I said, what? I said, why are you even?
So
how's he even registered?
Yeah.
Why?
Someone
Why belt?
mentioned it, and I said it. I said, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. And you went, yeah, whatever. And I went, no, I've signed up for it. So go down there, stay over in a hotel, make a weekend of it, just enjoy the experience. And I went there, and the first fight I lost, but I tore the extensor tendon in my finger, and I thought I dislocated it. So I'd done that with my toe a couple of weeks before, and you just popped out. Went, Dave, pop that out for me. So you like pulled it, you went, nah mate, that's knackered. What do I do?
Just flopping about.
It was like that. It just looked like it was useless. So I was like, what do I do? You go, tape it to your other finger. I was like, oh, I taped it up. And then I think you asked me, are you going to do the rep charge for bronze? I was like, I went, yeah. And by this point I was getting more and more annoyed. I think I was annoyed.
No, I think what actually happened, Chris,
Go on.
if memory serves me correctly, you came out of the first round after losing that first fight, and you was whining about your little finger, yeah? And I said to you, what do you expect, man? You don't train jiu-jitsu. What did you expect to win? Because I kind of had the ump, right? What do you expect? You don't train, Chris. What do I do with this? And I said, well, just strap it up and sit down. Because we had loads of other guys fighting, right?
Loads of us.
And then what happened? So you then fight again,
Yeah.
right? Win,
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, holy crap, did you just go off and learn some jiu-jitsu? Because you did like a perfect round, right?
Yeah. I think it was 21-0 I beat him.
It's crazy
Like,
round.
crazy.
You've done it nice and quick. Then, so you end up fighting like to get the gold medal, you would have had to fight 3 times.
Yeah.
To get the bronze medal, you had to fight 5 or 6? Five times.
Yeah.
And then in the end, the last fight for the bronze, you fight the guy that beat you in round 1.
That's right, yeah.
I'm like, oh, poor son had such a hard time, and then you beat him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, why didn't you just do that in the beginning?
I
Oh my
make
god.
myself life hard for myself. It's weird. Even in competing in the ring or the cage, whatever, it's almost like I need to get pissed off before I switch on. Like Saturday night, I didn't really register it until he slammed the leg kick in. I'm like, oh, okay,
We're in a fight.
off we go. It's weird. Even my dad said it as I come out of the ring on Saturday night. He was like, still starting too fucking slow. Still. I'm like, yeah, I know.
I think we need to just like beat you up a little bit.
Yeah, slap me
backstage,
down.
man.
That slap,
Maybe.
that slap at the end of the second round kind of woke me up. Proper.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes you need it.
Sometimes I need a slap.
Sometimes you just need a slap. That's just how it works. So, you want to do more jiu-jitsu? Okay, this is the first I heard of it. So you want to do more jiu-jitsu, you want to get your purple belt. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, the thing is, a lot of people leave on the blue, and you've been a blue now a long time.
Yeah.
But it's because you don't train in the jiu-jitsu. So train more jiu-jitsu, we get that purple belt. That's very good. Very good. I say if you get a blue belt, you might as well just stick around and get your black belt, right? So
Exactly.
but this takes time and effort. So yeah, that's cool. So why did you stick around? So how long we been here? 4 years in Watford now.
Yeah.
Harrow, we was there for 3.
Yeah, 7 years.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Long time.
So why still here? Why still training?
I think this is the only martial arts that I've ever consistently done. And because there's so many avenues you can take, there's like the striking, there's the groundwork, there's the no-gi. There's never a dull moment. You can always do something. So like with the K1, you're asking why I did it. Well, no one in the team's ever done it. I train a lot with Glenn. Glenn's done Muay Thai and K1 a lot. I just thought, well, why not? Why not? It's the same like if there was a wrestling competition, I'd probably want to try that.
Well, the thing is, we got the ring now.
Yeah.
We got a Muay Thai thing going on. Someone's got to start it off, right? So might as well be you.
Yeah. I think in terms of being around for so long, it's the variety of people here is crazy. Doctors, builders, like accountants, whatever they are. But everyone's the same. You come in here and it's just a laugh. It's a banter. But you learn so much, and no one is left out. No one's made to feel like they're less than what they are. It doesn't matter if you're a white belt or a black belt. We all learn off each other. We're a family outside the ring too. I've spoken with you numerous occasions about personal stuff. You to me, it's you don't get that in many places at all. And like even with family, sometimes it's not like that. But this is just something completely different. And I'm a very family-orientated kind of person. So the vibe I get from here is something that I don't want to lose, and I don't see myself going anywhere else. I see a lot of guys jump between teams, and you know straight away it's because they're not the sort of person that appreciates what an environment like this brings. I appreciate it. I appreciate every single person in this team. I help them out, no end. I don't care. I'll come here. Me and you have done it. We've been here at midnight helping someone cut weight.
Yeah.
We do it
on a phone call.
Exactly.
On a phone call. 11 o'clock at night. Right, you got to fight. Let's go. Okay, let's 11 o'clock Saturday night. Let's go help someone out and wrap them in an electric blanket.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you're flying off to Bahrain in a couple of days.
Could be a script for a movie. All right. Well, talking about not leaving anyone out, we've got to keep this one short and sweet because we do have a jiu-jitsu class going now that's nearly ended, and guys want to come in for the Muay Thai, so they don't want to walk past the camera. So a nice short and sweet one with Chris. We'll get him in again, no doubt, for more stories. He's part of the crews for some of the fights when we're cornering and supporting the guys abroad. So we'll definitely get you back in.
Yes.
I want to do like a Bahrain trip. So we'll fill up the couches and get on with the stories of Bahrain and stuff. So again, thanks very much, Chris. I know we keep it short and sweet, but
thank you.
You just popped in. You just wanted a round of applause from everybody because you wanted a
more limped in, to be honest.
Weekend of fighting. So nice one, Chris, and we'll catch you soon.
Us cut.